I dream of the day that some people are like, oh my God, like that's my bug guy.
Yeah.
He sold me pest control. Now he's fucking across from Leo doing Scorsese's last movie.
All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of the Frame Shift Podcast. Today you got me, Alec, you got Josh, our faithful co-host.
I'm here.
We got a very special guest. He's an actor. He's a writer. He's a producer. And he's the funniest guy in the hood. Mike Cerroni, welcome.
Wow, let's fucking go.
How you doing?
I'm doing great.
You like that intro?
I thought you were going to say some dumbass from Rhode Island.
No,
I'm all
bro.
in.
Funniest guy in the hood.
Thank you.
You agree with that?
Yeah, maybe me or Tyler. Funniest white guy in the hood.
There we go. Okay,
I'll say that.
I can rock with that one.
Yeah,
That works. That works. Okay.
I like that. That's
Anything
perfect.
else we need to add to that? A content creator?
No, just actor. Just some kid out here getting it, just grinding. Yeah, that's really it. That is more than I expected. Okay. I love that.
There we go. There we go. Okay,
Yeah.
let's roll with that.
Yeah.
How did you're from Rhode Island.
Yep.
How'd you find your way out here?
Dude, so grew up in Rhode Island. Everyone in Rhode Island you're from Jersey, you get it. Everyone grows up there, stays there, fucking doesn't leave, which is okay, right?
That's the definition of my town. My hometown. Yeah.
And that's what my parents did. Fucking dad fixed cars his whole life, loved it. Met my mom, married, stayed, went to the same high school.
Mm-hmm.
I, right out of high school, was in the Marines.
Okay.
Which I know I don't look like a Marine anymore.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you. Maybe with the short hair. But I was like, dude, get me the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Like, I can't, like, stay here forever. Rhode Island's an hour up and down, which people don't realize.
Jersey's like 2 hours, so I get it.
Same shit.
Yeah.
And out of the Marines, I did that I was like two and a half years active duty, and then reserve for like 4 in Arizona. Went to Arizona State for free, the GI Bill.
Okay.
Thank God for the GI Bill, because Lord knows I couldn't afford it or get a scholarship of, academics.
It's a great route to take.
Yeah, loved it. And from then, I don't know, I tried fucking everything. Okay, like cars, hated it. That's what my dad did. Then I did sales during the summer, door to door, still do it, hate it, but it pays the bills. I went to school for personal training, did that for about 6 months, said, fuck this, hated it. I did a clothing brand, hated it. Took one little acting class in Scottsdale, Arizona, and was just like, I always knew in the back of my mind, I like wanted to act, but like everyone's kind of like, oh, can I do that? Like, is it possible? Ended up loving it. And then, just moved a little bit left out to LA and out here now. I don't know if I love it out here, if I'd be here forever. I'm more of like a country boy. Like when I have a family, I'll be on a fucking lake somewhere.
Bro, exactly. Neighbors. We're here for business.
Yeah. And right now, I like it. It's all right. But like, it's not home. Like I miss back east. I miss the fucking bagels.
Oh
and
my God.
Pizza. Yeah. You know bagels.
You know about pork roll?
Yes. Come on now.
Josh don't know about pork roll.
No, what's this? Enlightened California boy.
Bagels are very specific in Jersey.
Oh my God.
East Coast.
New York, North Jersey.
Yeah. You got salt, pepper, ketchup, pork roll, Taylor ham.
I don't know about no Taylor ham now.
If you want. But out here, the day I moved out here, the first thing I did, I woke up, went to Western Bagel.
Is it good?
No, it's fucking dog shit. I almost moved back.
Oh
I go, is this what I have to live? I literally got the bagel. I was like, I have to move back.
Holy shit, just on a bagel.
I almost made a life choice just on a bagel. I almost gave up on my dreams.
Wait, so tell us what what is it about the bagel? What's going on?
So the only bagel, this is hilarious. I go to either Hank's, Pop's, or Layla's in Santa Monica.
Okay.
Some days I will wake up.
That's a trip for you.
It is, but this motherfucker at Layla's ships the water from New York. There's a line wrapped around the door. Hell of a bagel. That's like someday I'll just need it. So it's almost like
really
I'm addicted.
is the water, isn't it?
So I'll wake up and drive to Layla's sometimes they have like this spicy bacon, egg, and cheese.
Oh, because there is no good breakfast sandwiches out here.
Well,
no,
there's not. But I was just about to ask you, what's the secret? It's the water?
So I talked to this guy because I got a bagel. I showed
Same
up.
Pizza.
Same with
really?
pizza.
Yep.
And pizza, I do Diamore's, and then do you know Vito's?
I don't know Vito's.
It's right in Hollywood. Little shout out
I'll
Vito's.
check it out.
Little hole in the wall.
Yeah.
I went into Vito's. I see ADHD already.
Let's run it.
This is how you know you have a good spot. You want to walk in, no AC. You should be sweating your nuts off. You should
It's
have
baked with a little bit of sweat.
Yep.
Then
You should have no idea where to order, where you pick up your food, who's in line. It should be pure chaos. There
I
shouldn't
agree.
be a menu. And then like the kitchen, everybody should be fucking yelling at each other. There shouldn't be, the lady at the front should be disgustingly unattractive. Because in LA, you walk in these bagel shops, it's just a hot little blonde. You're going to get shit food. I went into Vito's for the first time. I hear this guy mumbling on the phone while they're, and I was like, let me get a slice of cheese and a chicken parm sandwich. That's my go-to. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, who are you guys on the phone with? Like, what's all this mumbling? They go, oh, that's the original owner, Vito.
Okay.
He can't go to sleep unless he hears the sounds of the kitchen. I go, give me another slice.
That is
this
so
this
fire.
food is gonna slap harder than your uncle.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how you know a good slice. I don't know where this conversation started, but a lot of it's the water.
Yeah.
The bagels.
So can you go deeper? Like, okay, it's the water, but then also like with pizza, right? It's the tomato sauce or whatever and stuff like that. So with a
Yeah,
with a
but I don't
bagel-
even. You can have different kinds of tomato sauce.
Yeah.
It's like a bread consistency thing that's an issue out
Yeah,
here,
and you almost just like,
which could be water.
yeah, you have to just know. Like all those guys, they're from New York. Diamore, the guy. So there's one on Tarzana that's like literally like a 3-minute drive from me. Like I walk in, I don't even order. Like that's what I miss on the East Coast, bro. Like the regulars,
Bro,
I walk
they know what you
in,
want.
dude. The guy go, "Hey, puppy, puppy," and he gets me a slice of cheese and a chicken parm because I've never not gotten that. And they just do it right. But I don't know if it's the pizza, but I talked to the guy at Layla's. I was like, "Bro, who's running this fucking ship?" And the guy comes out. I'm like, how do you do it? What do you do? He's like, "Oh, we ship the water from New York," which God knows, I ship a fucking pair of shoes from New York and it's like $88.
Yeah,
So to ship gallons of water,
gallons. Talk about tankers, probably.
literally, and they charge out the ass. Like you're gonna be paying $15, but it's so worth it for
Wait,
that.
15 for a slice?
No, for like a bacon, egg, and cheese.
Oh shit! Okay.
Salt,
but
pepper,
that's on
ketchup.
par for most of LA. It's crazy.
Yeah, and it just is what it is.
Have you been to College Boy? It's a little truck out there. It's like right across the street from me.
Is it bagels?
It's not bagels. It's cheesesteaks. And the
No.
dude's from Delaware. Says he's from Philly. It's not worth it. It's not.
Oh,
the
it's
same.
not worth
It's
it?
not.
Oh, I
think
thought
it's a
he's gonna
water issue.
plug it and be like
No,
badass
yeah,
shit. He's like,
that's
nah.
not
Yeah,
not
you
at
hear
all.
that? Fuck college, but no.
But that reminds me, one that it's an issue when the best bagels around here are from Costco, unless you go to like a little boutique place.
Oh yeah, it's bad.
It's bad.
The anything chain, like, because I just Googled bagels and I went to Western Bagel and I got it and I was like, dude, like,
No.
I literally almost moved back.
Yeah, no, it's
I was
horrible.
like, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing.
Did you drive out here or fly out here?
I flew out here.
See, it made it easy for you. For me, I drove out here.
That's,
I thought about driving back, but then it was like I'd have to drive back. Like,
yeah, that's fucked.
you can't do that.
No.
no.
Oh, that's true. That's like burning the boats.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I'm not driving back.
Only thing else. Well, no, then I could have just flown back, but I could have just burned the car. You know,
Yeah, that's true.
sold the car.
Yeah, and just fucking got back.
Yeah.
No, you can't go back because once you go back, you're
Yeah,
done.
but no. What's made it possible for you so far is all this content that you're killing.
When I first started, everyone was like, dude, make the videos short, use a bunch of hashtags. And I'm a fucking talker, dude. And I'm just big
You
on,
can't make a short video.
Yeah, I can't. I don't edit. Like, as you know, if I need shit edited, I go to you.
That's what I'm here for.
Literally. So the only thing I knew how to do was fucking talk. I always thought I was like, God put me on here to tell stories
Yeah.
on this earth. And the crazy shit that happens to me is him just giving me more material because I need it. So the first video that ever went crazy was I just had this crazy experience at Foot Locker.
Okay.
And I just propped the phone up on my steering wheel. I just told the story for 2 minutes, not a single cut, one take, posted it, went dummy. And then I just started just telling stories.
Okay.
One at a time. And these videos are like 2-3 minutes long.
And it's working.
Yeah, and no hashtags. And the thing, honestly, the only two things I care about is And me and Tyler's videos are a little bit different because it's just playing off of like white friend, black friend, just the hilarious dynamics
They're fucking hilarious though.
that we all have that like no one wants to like talk about, because it's like in this day and age, like if you do like anything slightly like racist, it's just like they're gonna bury you.
The whole world ends.
Yeah, but it works because we're both. I mean, if it was two white guys doing it, I'd be killed by now. But
Just a little bit.
Yeah, that's like a different. We have so much fun doing that. But whenever I do like the story time vids, I'm just like, would I like? Do I think this is funny? And is it relatable? That's like the only two things.
Because then you get they're sending it to their friends. They're doing all
Literally.
that stuff.
So, and that's what we love too, is like a lot of my videos have like literally the one I just made a joke about when you go back home, how you steal everything from your parents.
Okay.
I think we all do this.
I haven't gone back home yet, so tell me.
So you grab I'll go back home, I'll grab Q-tips. I think I got a health insurance card, tea tree oil, nail clippers. You just grab shit because I'm fucking broke as shit just grinding. And my parents' mortgage is paid off. Like, give me your shit, Mom.
Exactly.
And
Well,
I
it
was
makes
like,
sense.
and I was like, I bet everybody does this. And next thing I know, how you really know that you hit something that's good is if there's more shares than likes.
I agree.
Which is like, that means before someone even likes it, they're like, oh my God, I got to send this to my boys.
Yeah.
And that makes me like, I never even had intent of like doing social media, but then you'll get like messages and DMs like, oh dude, this made my day. I sent this to all my buddies, my family.
You fell into it because you're natural at it. You're great at it.
That
you
makes,
know?
I think I was on here to tell stories.
Exactly.
Put here on earth.
Exactly.
So I love that. And I've just been doing that. And I don't force anything. Like, it's funny, dude. Brands will come up to me and they'll be like, can you make, this our company 4 videos a month? I'm like, dude, I only post like once because I don't force anything.
Yeah.
Because then if you start forcing it, it's like,
You
it
break
gets
that connection.
worse. Yeah. So I'll just, if something funny happens, I'll tell it one take on a story, like
No cuts.
like the Wendy's one.
Do you put captions on it at least?
I put not even a single hashtag. I'll just put like,
But like the captions on the like saying what you're saying.
yeah,
Like
it'll
the
be
words
like,
on the screen.
Yeah, it'll be like a funny, like, I do try to like make the caption or like the words on the screen like at least like interesting, so people are like, what the fuck, like whatever. But like even like the Wendy's one, like I was talking about, like I just went to Wendy's one day. And I went to I drive like give me a number 3, whatever. And I go to the drive-thru and the guy's like, that'll be like $16, $18. And I'm like, bro, I could have just got fucking Applebee's.
It's insane.
Yeah. Like, and I just talked about it. I was like, dude, this is insane.
Did they ever fuck your order up at Wendy's? Or like, I was at McDonald's the other day. No, it was like 2 weeks ago. And literally, I was like, yeah, the number 4.
Yeah.
The number 4. And he's like, okay, you want this, this, and this? Because number 4 comes with like fries or whatever it is. It's fries, 2 cheeseburgers, and whatever.
Yep.
And a drink. And all he did was give me the 2 cheeseburgers. I'm like, no, the number 4.
I was gonna say, I think the question is, did they ever get your order right?
Yeah,
They're probably fucking it up.
Exactly.
big time.
Exactly. Every time.
Yeah.
It's so funny you guys are talking about fast food because I watched the Adam Carolla podcast a lot, and he just had on Heather Locklear and Jillian Barbary. I don't know if you remember Jillian from the news. She was a newscaster or whatever, but they have their own podcast now. They just started it, but they were asking the girls like if they go to fast food, and they were all talking about like McDonald's and Burger King and stuff. And I'm like, oh, there are girls in LA that exist that like fast food. Like most of the time
Listen,
that does not happen.
I feel like it's just In-N-Out that they like.
Or it's 3 a.m.
Yeah,
Taco
yeah,
Bell.
yeah,
I've been to Taco Bell at 3 a.m. with girls a couple times, and that's really the only. I mean,
Acceptable time.
yeah.
It's like when the truest form comes out.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody, you got to keep her when she's just like, give me a fucking quesadilla.
Right?
Give me a fucking
Chalupa.
Yeah. At 3 a.m. But no, everybody out here is just grinding. Like, yeah, like.
So I want Beverly Hills Hotel every night, or not hotel, but there's a place to eat. They want like Bossa Nova every night,
Hey,
or
Bossa Nova is cheaper than fast food at this point.
Yeah,
On
right?
It's
Postmates,
wild.
Let me tell you something. On Postmates, they've had 50% off for the past like month.
See, all abuse
Everything on
that.
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like $15 for a steak dinner and 3 sides with it. It's
That's
amazing.
like a gem because if you go to anything that isn't chain, I mean, we're just talking about this, but bagels, if you go to a bougie spot, like on the East Coast, a bagel and a coffee is literally $9.
If that.
If that. If you go to if you get a bagel and a coffee here, it's like $17.
Yeah.
Then this tip thing starts at 20%. The guy's looking at you. You're like, dude, I don't even want to tip what he's looking at. So you fucking just click 20. Then 3 years goes by and you're like, where the fuck did all my money go?
Unless they're doing a real service, I'm not tipping.
Yeah,
Like
it's-
Egg Tuck. I love you, Egg Tuck. I love you guys. I go there almost every morning.
Yeah.
But I'm not paying $12 for a burrito and then tipping also when all you're doing is making it.
Literally, that's what I'll do. Like the app, like I'll pick it up because then you like don't have to look them in the face when you don't tip. Fucked. But
It's that
like,
eye connection. They get you there.
I know, and I fold like a
Every
cheap,
time.
like a cheap lawn chair every fucking time. Like, give me 20.
What did you want to be when you were young?
I didn't know. I think in my heart, the only thing I ever wanted to be was a dad.
Okay.
Which is not to make us all heartfelt.
When you were 5?
I
kinda fire.
I
Yeah,
always not when I was 5, but when I was always wanted to be a dad. I didn't know what I wanted to do career wise. I knew growing up, sports, like everybody thinks they're going to be a pro. Like you're starting on the middle school team, you're putting up 20. You're like, oh yeah, I'll just be a pro. Then like you realize like, oh, like I'm not black. Like
the
I'm,
star of your little ass team.
I'm not black or like Christian McCaffrey. So like I should probably look other ways. And then I'm a big, like I was just trying. Like my dad always said, so he fixes cars.
Mm-hmm.
He loves cars. So he like does what he loves. Like he just grinded his ass off, never went to college, started his own business. And I just kind of had this idea in my back head. I was like, oh, I'll just take over the business. And he always said too, he's like, it's there if you want it. And then I can't stress enough. I remember this like it was yesterday, the night before I went to the Marines. My mom she's like, because I was like a late bloomer. I was a kid. Like she was everything trying to get me to not do the Marines.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize like until I saw pictures of me going off to boot camp. I was like, oh, you're shipping like looks like a
child.
9-year-old off to like Iraq.
Okay.
Like no matter why you were bribing me with like a Mustang. Like we'll get you a Mustang if you want
my
to go.
God.
And I was like, Mom.
You're making this really hard right now.
Yeah. I was like, that's kind of a sick car. But she like, I remember in full tears, like was like, just for the love of God, just do what you love. And that's because, it sucks, but a lot of people, that's because she never chased her dreams. Like she got pregnant with me at 26. Not that like your life is over then, but it's definitely changed.
Responsibilities shift.
Yeah, and then she became a mom, and she inspires me. She faced her fears. She like instructs like Zumba. That's what she does, like like jazzercise and Zumba. But she was still. I remember her being scared shitless to get on stage. I watched her face her fears and like do it, and I was like, that's amazing. Inspired me, and I just knew in the back of my head, like you're almost like living your mother's dreams. Like I saw them to live a happy, normal life, but it's like you see them like wish they went for it.
Yeah.
And like if there's one thing that scares the shit out of me, it's like regret. So I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, but my mom, I just knew I had to try everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I did. I fixed cars for 4 years every summer with my dad. Hated it. He even told me, he's like, you could do this, but like you don't really want to be twisting wrenches for a living.
Yeah.
And then I did, the Marines, liked it, but like, fuck this. This isn't me. This isn't it.
It's sustainable.
Yeah. And then got out. I did personal training, hated it. I did door-to-door sales, good money, but eventually had to leave because I was like, I could do this, be wealthy, but I'm going to wake up at like, 35, 40 and just that type of stuff. I know me.
Yeah.
And it will eat me
You just
alive.
hate yourself for
Yeah.
not trying.
Literally, like it just, I picture life as like, again, we're talking like dying, like 4th and 1, you got to go for it.
You got it.
Full count. I'm not going to go out looking at a pitch.
And
I'm
it's
gonna
on me.
swing.
I'm not going to leave it to someone else to make that call. No, I've done that in the past. Now it's do it yourself or fail at it.
Exactly. And like that I can live with, even if because doing acting, when I first started, you just fail over and over and over again. But I did door-to-door sales for like 6 summers. Like I get told to fuck off. Like I remember my coach sitting me down. He's like, all right, Mike, this industry is gonna be a lot of, rejection. And I'm like,
I'm used to it.
yeah. I'm like, brother, I knocked this morning and got told fuck off like 38. Like and I just walked away from the door smiling.
What kind of percentage ratio is that? Like, how many people do you think would say yes versus fuck off? Like,
So it's when you first start, like, you know, I was a partner in this Dallas office and the Jersey office, New Brunswick.
I forget. You literally knocked doors in my hometown. That's
Brunswick,
insane.
Toms River, Red Bank,
Medford Lakes.
Alpine, Medford Lakes, Lake Sparta. A lot of spiders in Lake Sparta.
Spiders.
You start off, like when you start off, I mean, you can knock 100 doors and get,
I believe it.
We call it bageling.
Okay.
Get 0. But by like, I'll do it. I did it this summer, very like part-time. If you give me 20 doors, I can get 3 or 4 of them.
That's not a bad out.
Yeah. But that took, I mean, I've been doing it for 6, this is like my 6th, 7th
So you've
summer.
been practicing. You've been working that muscle.
But when you first start off, like I was the kind of the perfect mix. I'm a very talkative guy, like personable, charismatic. So I'm not like a Billy Mays type of dude. Like this
Shout
is
out Billy Mays.
yeah, like this is like, yeah, rest in peace. I think
Rest
he
in-
died, right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I think it was on some weird shit too. But I
Yeah.
don't remember.
Yeah, I think the Flex Seal and all that shit.
I tried to do an alligator-filled lake.
Yeah, just wild. But he would like, there's guys that are like, we're the best service for the best price and we're going to do the best job. I would go to the door talking about like, I walk up to the door and there's like a Steelers flag. And I'm like, oh man, you guys are going to suck this year. And they're like, what? And I'm talking about the Ravens, this, that. 10, 15 minutes later, they're like, why the fuck are you here? And I'm like, oh, I do the bugs for Susan next door. And then they're just like, oh yeah, we have spiders everywhere.
You've already built that rapport.
Yeah, to where if I came and did the normal pitch, they'd be like, oh no, we have a guy, we're good, because it just screams sales. So I was the perfect mix of like talkative, and then also I was probably just going to outwork you.
Yeah.
Because in the Marines, I'm used to like hiking, 10 miles with
That's
70
insane.
pounds on my back, and then just to go dig a hole in the ground to just sleep in it, to then for it to just rain. So like if you told me I get to walk around with like this little tool belt and knock on MILF's doors in Malibu and like possibly get a contract that makes me like $500 a commission, I'm golden.
That ain't that bad.
Compared to someone who has been, given everything in their life, and they go out to the door and they're just like, fuck this. Like, this lady's telling me to fuck off. A lot of the doors are like, hey, how's it going? Like, oh, get the fuck, no, we don't want it.
Okay.
What are you selling? Like, what, your buddy came by yet? It's just like awful.
Yeah.
But
So
like,
when did the actual acting bug bite you?
it's a great question.
Like, were you a kid doing like movies with your parents' cameras and stuff, or like?
So I wish I had a cool story. Like when I was 6 years old, this film crew came through my town. They were shooting Goodfellas, and this director came over, looked at me, and said, "You're going to be a star one day." And I was like, I never
Not that.
thought.
Go with that. Let's just go with that. Go start over. No, I'm just
Yeah, Scorsese came by my door. But dude, it never, like, I think everyone, it was always in the way back of my mind. I used to watch, so before boot camp, I used to watch Thin Red Line every night before. And in the back of my, I'm like, dude, I could like imagine being a movie star. Like,
How old were you at this point?
I was 17. And I never saw, the first time I was on an airplane was to boot camp. to
Really?
Paris Island. I remember going through people.
I've heard of Paris Island.
Not a good place.
That's a fun place to be.
If you're a drill instructor.
That
as
and
a
what,
recruit,
29 Palms, those two?
yeah, those are both bad. You don't really want to be on Paris Island unless you're graduating.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I could go boot camp stories for days, but I never saw, like, Hollywood was so, I didn't even know LA. I thought LA was just like Tom Cruise and
Yeah.
like the Lakers.
This
I didn't even know there was like
golden
schools
gem.
out
Yeah.
here. Knew nothing as a kid because Rhode Island's just a small world. Like, I remember in the Marines at 18 being like, oh, you're from LA? Like, are you famous? They're like, no, dude, I grew up in Pasadena.
Yeah.
Like, I suck. Like, I just didn't know what was out there. But as a kid, going back to the question, I'd watch movies, never thought it was possible. And then I start trying everything. And then again, I was doing the sales job, making pretty good money, but I was really I remember the first door I knocked, I still have a screenshot on my phone. I had like negative $5,200 in my bank account. And like, I'll tell you what, man, you won't sell better than when you need to sell
When
to
you're
eat.
hungry.
Yeah.
Yup.
So I was like automatically like cooking. Like, I just had a bigger why than most kids. And I got to a point where I was making good money, but I was still not that happy. And it was more, it wasn't like I was unhappy. I was just unfulfilled.
Yeah.
And then I started, a lot of my buddies would be like, I would always joke around like, oh, you should try stand up, you should try this or that. And it just kind of led me. I took this one little acting class in Scottsdale, this John Casablanca acting class, and it was the dumbest. It was like a DiGiorno ad, and I was fired up.
There you go.
To read it, and I was like, this kind of lights my like this kind of, I could do this for free.
But what was it about watching like Brokeback Mountain every night for like what
Just
did
always
that
wanted to get fucked in the ass.
or sorry, thin Red Lines.
I was wondering how you were going to tie Brokeback Mountain into this. I've been looking at that note on the board for a while.
So
Thin Red Line. Like, what was it about watching the movie every night that like, why was it that movie? And then what did you see in that movie that said, oh, I could do this?
So I thought about this a lot. I think two things. One, a lot of movies changed my life. Not as much Thin Red Line, but like Rocky, when he has the Rocky speech about getting hit, hit. It's not about how hard you hit. It's about, if you can get back up, life isn't fair. It's going to knock you down. That, like, seeing movies like that changed my life. And if I could just be in a movie like that to change someone else's life, I thought that would be the coolest thing ever. And then also at the very base of it, when I first started, it sounds dumb, but I was a big fan of Friends.
Okay.
And I remember looking at bloopers of Friends and thinking, these guys are famous. They're having so much fun doing this job on set, and they're making so much money every episode. Why can't I do that?
Bro.
Why wouldn't I try to do that? That looks awesome.
Look at like Entourage. You're
Dude,
telling me
it just shows like Entourage where you're like, this looks awesome. Like,
But we've
I
had
can
a couple
do this.
people now say that Entourage was not
I know it was
depicted properly, so it's kind of like
But
it gives you
it's
that
so
I want to be
much
there feeling, and then
fun
it's not
looking.
like that.
Yeah, no.
So this is a good segment into Fuckboys, the show that Tyler wrote.
Yes.
So it's a great point. Entourage starts when Vinny's a star. What about all the bullshit that we all go through before you get there? That's pretty much what he wanted the show to be. And then after, 6 or 7 months of meeting me, he's like, I'm going to rewrite the whole show. We're going to do the same basis of it, moving to LA, trying to make it acting, but make it comedic with playing off of white friend, black friend humor.
So it's the unglitz and unglamour of Entourage, basically.
Literally. Like all like the bullshit of like, we all go like, dude, like like, oh man, I got story. It's not, a lot of my friends think, and this isn't like a shot at my friends, they think I'm out here in LA living the dream.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I'm mopping the floor at the brewery at like midnight
We're
on a
grinding it
Tuesday.
out so that when we're older,
Literally.
we're up there.
It is not glamorous. Like, you talk about sleepless nights trying to make rent.
I know about that.
Dude, sleepless nights worrying about, like, did I fucking make every decision wrong? Should I have stayed in sales? I would have been so better off financially. Is this even possible? Is it even realistic? But then you do a movie. Like, I do a movie. I was in Albuquerque. I did a movie. They're trying to get it into Sundance. It's called The Weight of It All. And you're on set in Albuquerque for 3 weeks. I mean, you couldn't wipe the smile. I slept with the smile on my face. You wake up, you're getting paid to do what you love. To like, I'm getting chills just thinking about it. And I remember calling my mom after. She's like, how was it? I was like, Mom, this is like why. This is what all the sleepless nights, all the bullshit jobs, all the fucking stupid long car rides to the bar and working 3 jobs, knocking doors.
Sitting 2 hours in traffic just to go 2 miles.
Is worth it. Like, this is what, when I can do this and one day make as much money as all my buddies who still do sales.
Exactly.
But I get to show up and have fun this is what it's all like for. Like this, like I was glowing. Like, I've never been my best self. And that's another thing too. I was like, when I'm on set, like, I remember working, I also did my first lead in this movie, String, and I'm on set working 12 hours exhausted, driving home.
It's the best 12 hours.
Literally, I can't wait to sleep 4 hours and just get back to
Yep.
set. Like, I'm so excited. And like, that's when you know you're
found
doing
it.
the right thing.
So is Will the one getting you, and please tell us who that is, but is Will the one getting you all amped up for this type of stuff? And I have a secondary question too.
So Will Wallace is literally like my West Coast father. I met this guy on another, you talk about like meant to be, a buddy that I worked in the sales job hits me up randomly. He's like, hey, I just bought a Tesla off a guy in LA. You're the only guy I know that lives out there. Can you, if I ship it out, it's going to cost like $3,000. Can you take it and drive it to the Vegas, in the meeting in Vegas? The last thing I want to do is drive this Tesla.
It's not that bad of a drive though.
Yeah, but
honestly.
in a Tesla, it sucks. You're charging the thing, and like
That's not one single shot.
Oh, dude, this
fuck
was
that.
like 6 year where like there wasn't like
100-mile range kind of.
yeah, dude, and you can't just pump gas and you got to sit and wait till it charges.
If you can find a charging spot.
Literally, long story short, I pull up and this guy check out the Tesla, blah blah blah. I start making small talk, and he's like, "Why are you out in LA?" I moved here 2 months prior, and I'm like, "Oh, it sounds cliche, but I'm trying to be an actor." And he goes, "Oh, my son just got a Disney Channel show. His son,
Okay.
Jaden, in Jaden Wolf, he's on the Mighty Ducks." And he was a kid at the time. He's probably like maybe 14, 15 years old. Comes out, introduced me, awesome kid. He's like, hey, and this guy, shout out Brandon, owes me nothing. He's like, hey, listen, I think, I have a good friend that does this private acting class. I think I could squeeze you in. And I'm like, dude, you owe me nothing. Like, that would mean the world, because I didn't know what I
Straight
was
love.
doing out here.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, I get a text from Will, hey, you should come to class, blah, blah, blah. Then I go, and this wraps all the way back around to Thin Red Line. I go in my first class. I'm scared shitless.
Okay.
Never really acted before. I walk in. I'm sitting next to Billy Zabka, the guy in Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy fuck, I should not be here. I don't know. I can't even spell acting.
Bro.
Like, oh my God. Then first class, he starts saying, people go up and do a scene. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to get fucked. Like, I'm not ready for this. He goes, yeah. When I was doing Thin Red Line with Adrian Brody, I'm like, I raised my hand. I'm like, what do you mean, doing Thin Red Line about? And he was like, oh yeah, I was in Thin Red Line. That's the movie I watched every night before boot camp. Full circle.
Destiny, bro. Destiny.
So I quickly realized, listen, let me put my 10,000 hours in. Let me just get better at the craft, better and better and better and better. When I think I'm good, get better and better. And then when I think I'm really good and I'm there, get better and better. So for the next 2 years, I doubled up on classes, just grinded. And then finally, these roles started popping up. So he helped me out with the manager, and you start to finally get these auditions and booking stuff. And it kind of got, like you were saying, got the acting bug going, got like making me realize that it was possible.
Realistic.
Yeah, because until you get a role, you're
It's a
like,
crapshoot.
yeah, you're like, do I suck? Like, is this the right move? Like, am I even doing any of this right? And that's the thing with acting. You audition for a part, you don't get it. You have no idea if it's because they need a kid with blonde hair. You have no idea if it's just because you sucked, or if they just went with the director's son.
Yeah.
It's just a none. It's just a no.
There's just no back-end information.
So working with Will, him, and I owe this guy like, everything. Like I was with him this morning golfing. I'm with him later tonight. He is one of just the most like Hollywood actors. He's acted, produced, directed, but he's just not. He's got a couple kids. I coach his kids' basketball team.
Okay.
Like when I'm heading to class, like his wife, Sarah, will text me sometimes like, hey, can you pick up Bodie from class or from school? Like he's running late. So he's just like.
Does he do
man.
method acting? And the reason why I ask is because would you do something like take a shot or get drunk for a role, not necessarily the audition or the tape? And the reason why I ask, the secondary question is I want it to lead into that movie, The Smashing Machine. And I mean, The Rock didn't really bulk up for that. He was already bulked up, but his next movie, he's supposed to be super skinny, and that's in the news. Let's talk about it. but a lot of people even losing weight, like Christian Bale did for that movie.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
So it's kind of a two-part question. Is he method? And then we can talk movies.
Real quick, before we
Yeah.
get into that, how instrumental do you think an acting coach is in that role? Do you think people can just hop in, be right in, or do you think that acting coach is like that first before a manager, before an agent that helps you get to that place?
It's everything.
Yeah.
I tell people, a lot of people ask me questions, especially back home. Before you could have the best headshots, the best manager, the best everything, but if you just stink, it's who you know gets you the audition,
But it's
only
your talent.
gets you the job.
Yeah.
So you need a good coach. You need to get there talent wise.
Yeah.
And a lot of that is going back to your question, technique. Will did I wouldn't say a lot of method stuff. He very gifted naturally. He would one of the biggest tips he gave me was, and I use this on set, journaling. I guess it's method. A lot of people do have their own certain process, like, you know, Tom Hardy and Christian Bale. These guys will go live in, you know, like if they're playing like some firefighter, they're going to go be a firefighter for like 3 months, which is like amazing. I don't really have the fucking facilities or money to do that yet, but I will. So for example, the movie I did in Albuquerque, recovering drug addict, 7 months sober, fucked up childhood. This guy grew up, dad never loved him, tried to earn his dad's love playing sports, got injured playing sports, got on drugs, tried to OD to kill himself, didn't work, had to learn how to walk again, went to a rehab, got 7 months sober.
Damn. So you're not shooting needles between your toes for real.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah.
But for example, I knew I got the role. I probably had 2 months for prep, and I love the prep. I want to dive into the prep as much as I can.
Yeah.
All I watched was, I watched Beautiful Boy probably every night. I watched every addiction movie possible. I learned about drug addicts, how they get clean, how they get sober, all that stuff, and like dove into it to where I wanted to go out there and at least be rooted in what this guy was
Realism,
living.
yeah.
So if you I guess that is technically method acting, and then you have like the utmost of it where, like, you know, like when Chalamet, I remember watching interviews when he did the Bob Dylan movie, he turned his phone off, literally turned his phone off for 3 months.
Damn.
And only listened to music of that time period, only read books from that time period, only looked at magazines from that time period, decorated his room with posters that he saw in Bob Dylan movies, to where at the end of the day, subconsciously, your fucking brain, you're like, okay, I'm Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
Like if you can trick your mind into, you know, you start to have, I remember when I was really rooted in this, my character's name is Wilson in this movie. We started to have dreams in like you're Wilson, then you know you're kind of getting there. Like you're approaching that, like you're really rooted in this guy. And then just naturally when you're there, it's going to come out authentically in, like, it's hard to read on, you know, when you see either good acting or bad acting, you can't tell what it is, but you can just tell.
Oh,
like
yeah.
When you watch, you know, Daniel Day-Lewis, like you know who he is and roles that he's done, or McConaughey. Like my favorite movie of all time is Mud. You know McConaughey as rom-com guy in this, but then you're watching McConaughey, you forget that you're just like, that's Mud.
Yeah.
Like I know that's McConaughey, but that's not even, like, that's Mud. You just believe it.
Bro, Wolf of
because
Wall
he's
Street
so
scene.
yeah, he's so rooted in it. So I kind of have my own process, and a big thing that helped with me that Will taught me was every day for a month or so before going on set and on set, journaling as Wilson. So I journal things like, you know, I can't wait to see my dad. He's going to be so proud of me. He's finally going to love me. You know, I can't, like, another day sober. Like I feel the itch, but like we're on a better path. This is like my path.
So scary.
Yeah. So if you start to journal that and think that
Put your
and be that,
yourself into that mindset.
literally, and then you're on set and people are like, I always ask, like camera and crew to always like just refer to me as Wilson.
Yeah.
Because then if you say Mike, It
It's gonna
takes me
take you
out of
out.
me. This movie, like, I'm very in a not good, like, you're generally not happy
Yeah.
when you're at a rehab getting sober. There's little
I've experienced it.
yeah, so there's little sparks of happiness. I only smile once in the whole film, and it's a very strategic. It's when the guy I look up to gives me a compliment, and I kind of give a little like half-hearted smirk. Like, and for me, like again going back to full circle, that's why I quit the sales job.
Yeah.
That's why I moved out here. That's why, because that's so fulfilling. That like gives your life purpose, and then going full circle when it comes out, I hope people can watch that and be like, I know how that felt. I
Yeah.
know how that feels when I had that happen to me in real life, and
No,
this and that.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
Like just
Oh, dude.
personal experience. I can't wait to see how you portrayed that.
Yeah.
And to see what you're talking about. Right.
What is it called, and when does it come out?
It's called The Weight of It All. And it should be out, I would guess. They finished it and got it submitted to Sundance,
Okay.
which, again, talk about gratitude. Like,
That's big.
literally, and never mind when, I could give
Yeah.
less of a fuck if it went.
Going off of that, what do you think about like The Rock? And I think you were saying he's got a huge transformation
yeah.
coming up, or like
Smashing Machine.
Heath Ledger with the Joker back in
Yeah.
the day. Like, how far can you take that method acting without going too far?
I'm actually going to bring up Austin Butler and
Okay.
Elvis. So he goes method. And this fucker, 6-7 months later, is doing interviews with the Elvis voice. And I'm like, hey, buddy, maybe just
It's filmed already.
don't talk like Elvis.
Yeah.
But then you realize, I noticed it first when I would do scenes, and I always thought, I was like, bro, you go do the scene and then you go home and you fucking are Mike again. I started noticing it. I remember the first time I would do these very intense, stressful, like brutal scenes, like these scenes from Beautiful Boy.
Yeah.
And then I would go home and my boys would be like, yo, we're going out. We're going to get fired up. And I'd go out and have a couple beers and I'd just be like pissed off in the corner. And like, what's wrong with you? And I'm just like, ah, fuck it. This is just like, I'm going to go home.
It's still in you.
Yeah. And I was like, whoa, like this is like, I'm still like, because you get there so deep emotionally, you're crying, you're like so there that when you go home, you're still kind of like, you're still kind of in it.
Yeah.
And then you realize, oh my God, if I was in method for this for 4 months, it would probably take 4 months to get the fuck out of it, like to shed it.
I could imagine.
So characters,
if not longer.
yeah, like dude, like Heath Ledger, like, I mean, stories of him, he would walk around, you know, as the Joker, like as like you couldn't refer to him, like he would just be there, and people would just be like, oh no, he's doing his thing. I'm a big Shia LaBeouf guy. He's a big method guy. The first day on Fury, so they went out and did boot camp. Shia like lived in the woods for like, I think a couple months. Like,
Gotta do what you gotta do.
yeah, like smelling like shit. First day on set, Shia LaBeouf pulled a tooth out, an actual tooth.
His own
tooth.
real tooth.
Yes,
I think he's kind of crazy too, though.
Hey,
so
don't be
Yeah.
saying that.
But
Don't be saying
I
that.
think no, that's a good thing. I think he's kind of crazy. He's a
Yeah.
little bit kind of cuckoo and off, which
Yep.
he knows that, and everybody knows that.
yeah,
I
and
love him.
And if you watch his work, it's fucking believable.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. And it's,
100%.
you know, he's nominated for this and that. So I can't wait to do stuff like that. I think it works, and I didn't realize how crazy it was until I started doing it, and I was like, oh yeah, this isn't that easy to like just flip it off. So like even like the Smash Machine. So we were talking about it. We, you know, The Rock, I think he might get nominated for like, because we know The Rock is doing like these like big commercial blockbuster, but just like he's himself.
Multi-$100 million
Yeah.
movies, every single one.
But acting wise, it's very, he would probably say himself, it's very easy.
Yeah.
So I was telling you guys, I just went to a screening. I saw the Smashing Machine, and they did a panel where The Rock, Emily, Ben Safdie came out, the actual Mark Kerr, which was wild
That
to
must have been
hear.
insane.
Yeah, to hear them speak and talk, and The Rock is like, you know, he's explaining how he's never done a role like this to where he's that vulnerable, because he obviously in the wrestling, you know, side of things, and I think it's, I mean, the steroid side of things and like just all that stuff, to where Mark Kerr had a big struggle in the movie. It was a lot with like steroids and pain meds and addiction and getting away from it. And the Rock is like, he's doing this panel and he's like, you know, you can see so emotional because it's part of him and Mark Kern for him to just be vulnerable and do that on screen. Like you'll see it in the movie. It's fucking, you've never seen The Rock like this, bro.
I can't. Yeah,
It's wild.
And it's pretty cool because you saw it's not out yet. And
No.
I think that it's not going to be out by the time this releases. When does it?
I believe next Friday it
that's
comes
the
out.
This is going to be out before the movie is out.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah. So I mean, if you can't, like, people are going to realize, like, this is going to put The Rock, almost like when McConaughey was doing rom-coms, no one trusts him to do serious stuff, and he comes out and does Mud, True Detective, Dallas Buyers Club. They're like, holy shit, this guy can act his ass off.
classics of his.
Yeah. People are going to see The Rock and be like, wow, like, this guy. I was like, I've obviously never met him or no, but I was like weirdly proud of, I was like, dude, good for you for putting pretty much your balls
Going
on the
for
table and like being vulnerable and doing that. And he, like, I seriously think he might get nominated for like, it's that good. Emily is so good. And then if you're in the film world, you know who Benny Safdie is. Him directing it, and, like, I mean, this could be a cool, you know, not that I'm spilling the beans, but he talks about they rebuilt Mark Kerr's actual house, and while they were filming scenes, I don't think anyone knows this, so this could be awesome for your audience. There's a lot of intimate argument scenes between The Rock and Emily, their characters, Mark Kerr and his girlfriend, his wife, and doing that, he hid the cameras.
That's such a good idea.
So
It's so natural, probably.
yeah. So DJ and Emily, when they were saying it, when they watched it for the first time, they were like, "Oh, that's where the camera was." Like, "Oh, the camera was there," because it was so natural. Because as an actor, if the camera's there, you know the fourth wall is there. You can't look over there, and you have to cheat little things. Like, if this was a scene and you were the camera, I would cheat this way. I want my right eye to be at your right eye, to where I'm most. But it becomes second nature, but it's always in the back of your head. But the ability for them to have a natural argument in scene when you don't know where the cameras are,
It's just real.
It plays so authentically. And for the panel, for them to come out after the screening, to hear them chop it up about just pure process.
The gold.
Yeah. And The Rock talking about how he dove into it method and do it. I mean, you have to change a character like that. You have to change how you talk. He has a full head of hair. He becomes like a different the actual Mark Kerr was saying that when he watched the movie the first time, his wife started crying because she was like, that's you. And, like, that's the biggest compliment for The Rock to get, for his own wife to be like, I can't believe I'm like, that's you, Mark.
Well, and
it's The Rock.
And if he doesn't get nominated for this movie, have you guys heard about the next movie? He's going to be like the Straw Man or something. He's lost like 100 pounds.
So-
Are you serious?
Is it the Straw Man?
Yeah, so I'm not sure the title.
Okay.
But so he is, and again, this is out in the public, but he lost a lot of weight.
People
And
think he's sick, which he might be. I don't know.
so this is, again, this is just coming from a panel that I saw. You know, I don't even know if this is out in the public yet, but The Rock was talking a lot about how this movie really changed his life, like how it really altered who he was as a man, made him very vulnerable. So I assume The Rock was on steroids most of his life.
I mean, even the Miami days when he was playing football.
he never admitted it, but we assume that that's
Yeah.
Say allegedly.
And
Safely
this-
assumed.
allegedly.
Yeah, and playing this role is all about steroids, addiction to that kind of stuff, to the pain meds, and how Mark Kerr finally got off them. I feel like The Rock playing that role in this movie, he finally got off, and that's why he's so. Because I saw in the panel, he's slim. He's not huge. It's
Well,
noticeable.
and here's what's crazy too is though he's done a number of interviews talking about how he's been to his doctor and he had some heart issues and stuff as well. So is it a coincidence? What is it? Was it his health? Was it the movie? Is he really sick? Is he not? Is he method? Is he going into, so there's so many things in play
it's a
right now.
perfect storm
Yeah.
of all of it. And it's like you could just tell the way he was talking about. He literally looked. He was like, this movie. He looked at the audience. He was like, this movie changed my life. He's like, I'll never be the same after doing this role. And
it's great to hear because not great to hear, but like I feel like so many of his movies are very generic or very you know, very easy. He makes tons of money. He's probably I think he's made the most money in Hollywood.
But it's like you could tell it's unfulfilling.
Yes,
Well,
exactly.
he doesn't need the money now either. So now he's going back to true acting.
Yeah.
And really trying to do this thing right.
Right.
So I think all of that really, and I think we're about to see some really good work. And it's so weird to say like The Rock is about to put, like when I told Tyler, because I came back from the screening and I'm like, bro, like when I tell you The Rock might, and he's like, bro, I was like, The Rock might get nominated. He's like, dude, like, I'm like, dude,
It might
wait
happen.
till you see The Smashing Machine. Like it was almost like when I saw Jonathan Major. Have you ever seen Magazine Dreams?
No.
Bro, it's this Jonathan Majors plays it, and forget all the allegations, all the bullshit, like just pure acting wise.
I think that was all dropped too.
Yeah. And it's like, it's such a, whether it was, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just pure, on a pure acting basis, you see him do roles like Creed. He's playing he's kind of playing like big, you know, thug, boxer, this, that. You then to go see him, he plays this like suicidal, autistic bodybuilder. And you're like, again, you're like, that's Jonathan Majors, but that's not Jonathan Majors. That's
That's
a
the
different,
talent right there.
it was fucking insane. That's what The Rock did with The Smashing Machine, to where like I'm sitting there, I'm like, I know that's The Rock, but that's not The Rock. That's more Kurt. Like it's, you have to see it to, it was so impressive. It's
No.
like good for him.
Do you watch Tom Hardy at all? Any of his movies?
Yeah, I love Tom Hardy.
One of the best actors out right now. Like just the way he can flip from roles, the way
Yep.
he's insane. He's absolutely insane.
He's another one that goes big time method, I believe.
I believe it.
Yeah.
What's the one where he plays his brother and himself? It's like a
Is it The Gentleman?
It might be. It's based in England, I think. Like
Yes.
or like mafia.
Plays two characters.
Yes, and it's him
Dude.
and his brother.
Insane.
I don't even know how you film that,
Bro,
Like,
and that goes same thing with Sinners.
yes, yes. Jordan, Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah,
yep.
Michael B. Jordan. So I'm watching Sinners, and like, so I had my first lead in March. This movie called String, and the workload of a lead at like, so you show up, and there's, you know, you say there's 6 scenes that day. I'm in all 6. Actors will come in for maybe 1 or 2, but you're in all 6. And the next day you're in all 6. And the next day you're in 4 out of 6. The workload to play a lead, and then to do a movie like that with Tom Hardy or Michael B, where you have to do 2 lead movie. Like you're literally, and like, again, you literally know that they're both Michael B. Jordan, but you're like, no,
so
that's
good at
Stack,
Yeah.
and that's Smoke, and I don't think that's the same like.
It's insane.
He'll get nominated as well.
He
like,
better.
I hope it's not like the Oscars is a lot of like
Games.
Yeah, and like timing,
Yeah.
like recency biases. The fact that it's not until, I hope they don't forget, because that, like, I'm sitting there and I couldn't believe how good it was.
It took me 2 watches to actually understand Sinners a little bit more.
Yeah, it's
But
wild.
No, like that is and the cinematography on it is just
so
insane.
sick.
I think it was shot on film. Like,
Yep, and him and Ryan Cougs, they like, that's like what, like literally me and Malik,
Bro.
like you kind of have an actor and a director that start off small, and they both believe in each other, and they just keep going to where they did these movies years ago that, you know, weren't seen, but now they're doing it on, I mean, Sinners was one of the biggest blockbusters in the most recent, I mean, it was everywhere it still is everywhere, but for like a month or so.
what about like a Scorsese and Leo, or were they both big at the time when they joined?
I mean, Leo,
They've been going for a long. Like Leo was young when they first started.
Yeah.
I don't know, like exactly.
it's a big thing for directors to find their guy, and it's just like, it's like with anything. Like, for example, if you DP on a movie with this director and he likes you, he trusts you, you did a good job, why isn't he going to use you when he does his next movie?
Exactly.
Because you already know, you guys speak the same language, you know what he wants. Like, director wise, like, I've been working, hopefully I get this role in November, working with this director the past 3-4 months. We're literally shooting an audition for it after. But I feel very confident because I know what he wants. He knows what I can do. And we just are on the same page.
Yeah.
And it makes it that much easier instead of taking a random kid or someone you've never worked with before. Just naturally in acting or just in general business, you're going to work with the same people because you
and
know
over
what they're
again.
bringing to the table.
So I want to change topics slightly. And
Wait, I gotta piss so bad really quick and then say it.
Go pee.
it kind of ruins the mood for a second. Why'd you have to piss right then?
You know what?
pee.
Would you rather me pissed on the floor here, Josh?
Fucking
Look, I know you're used to that at
Gen
your age.
Alpha fucking.
I know you're used to it at your age, but you know I'm not used to pissing on the floor.
It's Gen Alpha that has to piss every fucking
Yeah,
hour.
Damn right, Gen Alpha.
I can hold my
Can you
bladder.
wear a diaper?
It's the out.
No, I'm just kidding.
Should I start wearing a diaper? That might not be a bad
Get a
idea.
Depends sponsor. Or just hook up a catheter.
Yo.
Pee into a bucket.
Okay, who wants to set this up live? I'm gonna be hooked up to a catheter for our next episode.
No.
I think.
Oh yeah. Okay. No, we're not doing live yet, right?
No, let's do live for the sports.
Okay.
So ask your question. Then.
Yeah, hit me.
We were speaking so much about like Oscar-winning movies and roles and that deep stuff.
Yep.
But like, I'm sure you go out for auditions for like commercials and lighthearted stuff too, right? It always bugged me because I was an actor 50 years ago.
75, but we'll leave it at 50.
Not really. But
You look good.
I love you, bro.
I look good for 58. Yeah, no.
Are you 58?
No. Fuck, the fact that you really believed
No,
me.
no. Did you see? I did not. I would have called bullshit if you're 58.
He's
but-
65.
I'm older. Yeah, no, I'm older now. No, I'm 32. No.
That wouldn't be good.
When that wouldn't be good either. Shit, the fact that you don't believe that either sucks. No. Okay, I'm somewhere in the middle, guys. Okay.
75.
Fucking Gen Alpha. They're always fucking with you. He didn't even know there was a Gen
We're
Alpha.
alphas, okay?
I honestly don't know what Gen Alpha is. That
I'm
me?
just running with it
Or I
because
think
we're alphas.
Gen
Just
Alpha
call
is-
yourself an alpha.
It's out there.
You're a Gen Alpha,
0
brother.
to 12. It's 0 to 12, guys.
I don't
It's
care.
Gen Alpha.
I'll be 12 years old.
I act like I'm 12.
Yeah.
But continue.
Bro.
What's your question? Shoot.
We still haven't gotten to the question. Maybe we just keep this going until he does it.
I don't even remember that. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So, why in the fuck do casting directors and managers, agents ask you to be like a real sandwich maker when you're going to do like a Subway commercial or something? And they're like, wait, we're actors. Why in the fuck? It's like a real, like someone who works at Subway is going to get it over. Like that always pissed me off.
Actually, why don't they just hire Subway workers?
So
That'd be perfect.
honestly, a lot of times, I'll say first, people, it's almost like the entertainment industry just loves to, they want to pull just through casting networks, casting frontier, just get people just to do it, that they know the business, that don't get nervous in front of the camera, that know how to work around the camera, to where the Subway worker can make a sandwich naturally. But when you get on set and camera and lights and audio,
It's a little bit
they
stage
might get kind of nervous and mess up. I've seen it before, to where like I saw this guy playing a SWAT guy, and in real life he was a SWAT, and on camera he's sweating, he's forgetting his lines, and I'm like, brother, you did this, you've been killing dudes for you, like just do it. And he's just like, yeah, but like it kind of adds like another, they get nervous, so they kind of just use acting professionals.
Oh, so this doesn't exist anymore because I've been out of the game for years. So they don't ask for real life.
Not a lot of times.
Okay, so that has changed.
Yeah.
Great.
If you see a random Chili's commercial, like, and the guy, like the waiter that's coming over, that guy's from Actors Access.
Yeah.
It's not an actual, Chili's worker.
Because there's a more political thing nowadays too, where like you want to cast a blind person, not an actor playing a blind person, or a person in a wheelchair that's a real handicap, as opposed to someone that's a thing.
Yeah, I'm all for that. Like give them, because it's going to be more natural. It's going to be authentic. If they can handle the on-set pressure and all that, I'm all
They
for
just gotta
that.
be able to handle it.
Yeah, but then you have these guys, it's almost more impressive. You actually, as a while ago, I'll make this quick. Like, for example, if I do a scene when I'm drunk, I actually don't rip a couple shots, because I want to be able to act.
Control yourself
Like
fully.
that's like the beauty of being an actor is I want you to believe that I'm hammered when I'm dead sober. To where if I ripped 4 or 5 shots and the director's like, Mike, that was beautiful. It's like, yeah, well, yeah,
just being
I was
natural.
hammered.
Yeah.
It's almost like more fulfilling to get them when it lets you know you're solid in your instrument, in your craft.
For the people watching, it does. But what about you internally? Can it help you if like you internally are feeling that buzz?
100%. I don't think it would. Yeah, if I was playing, it's going to help you for sure because you're just going to be there.
Right.
I've done it a couple times. Like I remember one time in class, I was doing this drunk scene and we're rehearsing. And this guy pulled out a
You're
fireball
doing it in
shooter.
class. Shit, you're going to be a drunk, bro.
So, well, this guy, the thing is too, you don't want to. I remember telling the guy, I was like, "Are you sure you want to do this? Because then every time you play a drunk guy, are you going to need to rip a fireball shot? And like, then you have a crutch. So you'd rather be doing it without it. And then if you have it, you have it. It's almost like that parachute's there. I know it's there, but I'm going to try to, land without it.
Yeah. It's a good way to put it.
Yeah. And you can tweak I like that better.
Should we cover a little sports before we get out of here?
Do we have any other questions?
Keep going. Let's see if there's any good ones.
Yeah,
Is there anything
we've
you wanna
talked
hit?
about that kind of stuff.
We could shit talk Roadhouse again.
We can shit talk.
I'm always down to shit talk Roadhouse.
Like the movie?
The movie, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, if we shit talk Roadhouse, I've got to ask him, did you watch the original?
That's fine. You can ask him.
Because nobody knows there's an original, especially if they're Gen Alpha like you guys have no clue.
No.
Yeah.
I have watched the original. And the whole reason why Gyllenhaal did it is because he was friends with what's his name, who the original lead was, who he passed away, correct?
Patrick Swayze.
Yes. And to do it like to honor, because usually Gyllenhaal doesn't do like those gimme, like those, he wants the real roles. But Roadhouse, you knew what you were getting. You're going to get a cheesy kick-ass. As if McGregor's in it, you're going to get cheesy kick-ass.
Yeah, you know who's worse than McGregor? Bob fucking Menery.
Yeah.
Bob Menery
Dude.
was horrible.
It's as you say that, and when you have bad acting, it takes you out of the movie.
And the scripting didn't help. The scripting was horrible too.
Yeah, it's like you're saying the lines and you're just like, something about that, like, and I'm not trying to shit on Bob, like he just,
I don't like Bob.
It is what it is, but like it takes you out of it. You're like, that didn't
Bob.
seem right. Like it just didn't hit. And like I've been there. Like you got to be on your shit to make it seem authentic. And when it isn't, maybe that's the hit you take. You add Bob Menery, maybe a couple extra people buy it or watch it, but then it kind of gets.
It kills the views. It kills it overall. Instead of the long run.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's a quick
short-term play versus long-term play.
Exactly.
Unless you can suspend judgment, like they used to say in acting class, right? Like I watched it and I didn't really think it was that bad. I mean, I kind of just suspended judgment and just kind of watched it for entertainment purposes.
You know what you're gonna get.
I didn't just get. My initial thought wasn't, oh my God, how bad this is. I was just watching it and kind of like, because I was a fan of the original and I just wanted to watch it. So I didn't feel, but I didn't hate anybody that was in the movie. I didn't know them personally and hate them. So
I'm not a big fan of his.
So before we go,
Connor's a bad actor.
He actually did pretty.
He was a little bit wild. I'm not going to say he was bad, but that was just a wild character he played.
And the thing is, he's playing himself.
Yeah,
so it kind of worked.
Yeah.
But I liked it. I think it did ode to the first one for the most part. And again, you're not going into that movie thinking, oh, is Gyllenhaal going to get an Oscar? You know it's going to be a kick-ass.
I don't even think he did that bad. I thought Jake
Gyllenhaal
was
did great.
My favorite one, and I like all his movies. I mean, Brokeback Mountain is one of my favorite movies. You know, like
Brokeback Mountain.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
You know, like
we all love a good Brokeback.
Prisoners. Gyllenhaal's a stud.
Well, do you hear what he just said?
Yeah, we love a good Brokeback.
Oh yeah.
We should have wore cowboy hats in this episode.
Oh, you damn right, Cerroni.
Before we get into sports, I have one last question. I want your take on this because like so many of you guys, because I'm out of it years now, but like you're all pursuing the leading role and the big star and the legit thing. When was the last time there was someone you didn't know that made it to movie star status? I mean, it's incredibly difficult. The one thing that comes to mind is like the girl that played like Transformers or something. She was just a model, right? Wasn't
Megan
she just
Fox?
Megan Fox.
Really?
wasn't she just a model, and then she's just fucked the producer and got there, and then she became a big star, and it's like,
No. She had a few movies actually before. She had the one. What was it called? Fuck. What was it called? It was
Disturbia.
no, the vampire one, bro.
Oh, Jennifer's Body.
Yeah, that was a huge movie back in the day. Actually,
I think that was after Transformers.
Was it
though.
after?
I think it was.
because this was a big story. It was like, this girl's a no one. She's a model. She's gorgeous.
that put her on the map 100%.
But it put her on the map, and it's kind of like, that's the only story I know of. Like, what about another girl or even a guy? Who's the last person that is like,
It's
I have a good one.
well, it's tough, and that's an issue with. It's almost. It's not. It doesn't make me scared. It makes me double down on. Let's get better at my craft. Let's be the best I can be. So, like, I at least have that opportunity to where if you do a movie phenomenally, whether it's a low budget or whatever, like, you're going to get seen, you can make it there. But it is a big issue nowadays because I was just talking about it with Tyler. There's not a lot of movie stars.
Yeah, no.
They're still using Leo, Brad Pitt, and Margot.
All the same ones.
And listen, they're phenomenal.
Yeah.
for the reason
But-
you said earlier, the director and you want to work together
Exactly.
continuously, so it's hard
Yep.
to, like, you have to wait for them to die, basically.
Yeah. The only new ones, really, you got Timmy Chalamet, you got Austin Butler, you got homeboy from Outer Banks that played Rafe. I forget his name.
Jason Statham.
There's very few.
Every Amazon
like,
movie is his.
Yeah, literally. There's very few new ones, and it's like, it's hard to, it makes it like tough, but I think at the end of the day, I think, what can I do? If I can just blow the doors off, even if it's a little movie with a no, but if I'm phenomenal,
Then that's
people
gonna-
are going to see that. They're going to put me in better things. They're going to put me in bigger roles. That's another reason why you don't want to do, I don't have a commercial agent, because even my coach has said this. He's like, you start doing commercials, you're going to be a commercial guy.
I've heard that before.
Oh wow.
You-
They'll pigeonhole
the-
you, so to speak.
The State Farm guy, he wanted to be an actor. He is now forever Jake from State Farm.
Oh yeah, no, he will
But he's
never.
pretty much retired. He doesn't care. 'cause he-
Grant, yes. So he's printing money.
Yeah.
But again, is he fulfilled? I'll have to talk. Maybe you'll have to ask him.
Yeah.
We'll have him.
So
on
you don't
next.
want to pigeonhole yourself.
we'll have him on. Who's your guy?
Who's the dude that played Aragorn in Lord of the Rings? It's like Virgo or Virgil or something like that.
Viggo Mortensen?
Yes, that's
Yeah,
it. That's it.
stud.
He was the second.
Yeah.
He was the second person for Aragorn.
And I bet you he was fucking ready the whole time. And when he had his chance, like
Look
when
at that.
when Bledsoe went,
Brady.
down, Brady steps in, he was ready the
Yeah.
whole fucking time. He wasn't just dicking around going to the clubs. He was going reps in every
Back
day.
in the day, I remember, and this will age me, but I remember Jared Leto used to live right down the street from here before he was even anything.
Yeah.
Really?
And it just seemed like he came out of the blue and was just all of a sudden somebody, because one day he wasn't anything. A couple friends of mine knew him.
Mm-hmm.
They would hang out with him and party with him. He lived in an apartment right down from
Yeah.
Runyon
Just
Canyon.
normal dudes.
That's the last guy I know that, and he catapulted out and he just turned into this big star. I'm like, this guy
Yeah.
was a nobody. And I know it's not like that, right? Because he's done work, and it seems like overnight you
It
become a
seems
movie
like
star.
overnight
Yeah.
successes have 100 or 100
Exactly.
years before that.
Yeah, it took 10 years to become an overnight
That's it,
success. But no, I dream of the day that some people are like, oh my God, like that's my bug guy.
Yeah.
He sold me pest control. Now he's fucking across from Leo doing a Scorsese's last
Exactly.
movie.
Let's talk a little sports. One of my favorite duos in the NFL right now,
Yep.
Daniel Jones and the Cam Scatterbo himself.
You mean Jackson Dart?
Yo, why do I?
Dummy.
Did I
Does Daniel Jones just be on the
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
Giants?
yeah, yeah.
Would Daniel Jones?
Daniel Jones is my favorite player right
He's
now.
cooking.
Yeah,
on
right.
The Colts.
Yeah, Jackson Dart.
Yeah. So Scat is an ASU boy who I love.
Okay.
This kid.
Walking CTE.
Yes. Well, long story short, dude, he made ASU not on the map football wise. Him and the QB and what's his name, the coach, last year put us on the map, almost beat Texas, got in the playoff. Phenomenal. This dude is the type of guy you want on your side.
Yeah.
Foxhole.
Oh, yeah.
Absolute
Yeah.
animal. It's gonna run you into the ground over and over and over
Ryan
again.
Cushing reincarnated.
Yeah, and literally just but a running back.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, He's as crazy as advertised. Last year they beat, I forget who they beat, and I went to Arizona State. I'm a Sun Devil, and this kid wins the game, comes out to my buddy's fraternity, and gets fucked up with us chugging beers in a toga fit.
Of course.
In a toga fit.
How else would you expect?
Just a dude's dude. One of the boys has an absolute blast, and I can't wish him the best enough. Like
he deserves it.
He so deserves it. He's just the type of dude that, like, look at him, tiny, white, but just does not give up. Just the mindset of an absolute killer.
How bad is CTE getting though? Because you're like walking CTE, and he's in college still. Like
No. He this is his first year in the NFL.
But still, first year, and you're saying walking CTE.
He might
getting that bad.
He might have. I don't know.
Not so mild for him.
He seemed like there. He's pretty hammered, having a blast. But like, I think as a running back, it's just bound to like you got 4 years.
Well, he also looks for contact.
Oh yeah.
Like this isn't someone that's
no.
He's like actively going after people.
Yeah.
Like it's insane to watch. He's putting people in the dirt.
Literally, and he wants to. You know, Marshawn Lynch talked about it, but if you physically impose your will over and over and over again, like, I mean, I played left outside linebacker and I played football. Like the fourth time I was a fucking dog.
Okay.
I loved hitting people, man.
Okay.
If you, like, you just, at the end of the day, in the third and fourth, you don't want to tackle that guy anymore because he's just fucking killing you it's like Henry. It's like by the fourth quarter, guys just don't want to fucking tackle him anymore. It hurts like a bitch. Yeah. And he is not going to go down easily. Like he's just this little guy. He's got legs like tree trunks.
His whole body is a tree. He's just one little.
Oh my God, he's like a circle.
Cannon.
Yeah. And I think he'll do well. I think I don't know if he'll ever be like a superstar, but he's gonna be signed. He's gonna make some money. He's already got a couple touchdowns, making a splash.
I mean, I think he could be a star because, like, even just stats wise, I think he's killing it on the like.
He is for the amount of touches he gets, and he's gonna get used more. He's gonna get put in more, and people also love him. Like he's a hit for like views for the headlines.
Did you see his post game interview with?
With Dart. Yeah, dude. He and good for Jackson Dart too, because it's those two rookies. People love to see the young kids doing well. And hey, they beat the Chargers. You got Jackson Dart posting Madison Beer the night before.
Yo,
and
that was
going out
wild
and beating Herbert. Which again, if you're gonna do that, you better fucking win.
We see that in college sometimes, but like you don't see that in the NFL.
No, he doesn't. If there's one thing he doesn't give, it's a fuck.
Yeah,
which you gotta love.
And it's in New York,
literally
biggest media market out there.
Yeah, no, they love that. They love the clicks. I think those two will be cooking. You know, they're having a blast right now. They're having fun. And people, if you're having fun out there playing, you're gonna do better. And hey, they won their first game.
Yeah. Al, you talk so much about Archie Manning?
I was literally about to bring him up. What do you think of Archie?
Dude,
he's dropping the ball a little bit.
I'm a Texas boy, and I think he'll come around. I think
he's young still. He is young. Yeah,
that first game, you have to understand he's trying to fill impossible shoes.
No, he is.
You come out, you're a Manning. You're favored to win the Heisman.
His two uncles.
Wait, but all of them filled impossible shoes though. So you know what I mean? It's like a generation thing.
Did they? Was Archie that good that it was like?
I think, and then it went.
Archie.
Well, you obviously Peyton and Eli came. He was filling shoes, but to fill like he's favored for the Heisman before he even started a game without Ewers went down. He started a couple games, blah blah blah. But like
they were saying, #1 pick in the draft.
Yeah, I know. And then also you come out, you're playing Ohio State, the best defense in the league. Yeah. Also, people forget too. I know they lost 14-7. At the end of the day, it's a one-score game that they lost, and then also, if he punched, there was that goal line fourth and goal.
Yeah.
If he just punched that in, I mean, you're inches away from if they win that game, the whole media is back on Archie's going to be the GOAT. He's going to be blah blah blah.
It's less of the Ohio State talk though, and more who did they play? San Diego State or one of them? They played them, and that was just
Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think he's got the talent. He's obviously got like the hype around him. I think he'll come around. He knows he has to play better.
Yeah.
And he said it in the interview too. Like he knows there's a mix of him not playing well and also the hype. And like, dude, you just can't feel those like the hype. You would have thought he's gonna go out and blow Ohio State out of the water. He's just not.
I knew that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah,
like they shouldn't have been ranked number 1 coming into the
Literally,
season.
and I think he'll come around, settle down, and Texas will make a run.
Yeah.
I think they'll be all right. I love the kid. I
Give
love
him a
Texas.
year or two, too.
Yeah, exactly. But he'll probably no matter what, he'll get drafted this year.
Is it? You think so?
He probably will, man.
If I were him, I'd just stay in college one more year and up your stock.
Yeah.
It's
Also,
not
No, he's
hurt.
going to get drafted because they want his name and it'll just bring the eyeballs. And so
Yeah.
that's what happened with Sanders too, right? Shador.
Well, I mean, that was kind of the opposite in a sense.
Everybody wanted the eyeballs, and that you knew that was just going to happen.
But everybody thought he was going to go top 10 or so.
Yeah,
went 5th round.
Yeah, he dropped big time. I don't think
That was his dad's fault.
I think Art. Yeah, I don't know
Big
what
time.
happened in those interviews.
No,
but
he like said, oh, like we're gonna run this. Like his dad was gonna be part of that entire process.
Yeah, because if you
people don't want
draft,
to deal with that.
Yeah, if you draft, because you're also drafting the dad. But I think Arch, he would be the perfect like, put him behind like a vet for a year. Put him behind like Daniel Jones,
maybe not.
for a year,
Daniel
or Jordan Love for a year, or like a good like
call them
Baker
vets?
for a year.
Baker might be a vet.
Something like, don't throw him like, dude. NFL used to be you draft a quarterback, you put him behind a quarterback for a couple years.
Yeah, a couple.
Let them learn.
Yeah.
Now it's you just throw them into the fire.
Yeah.
Like you draft them, put them behind someone for like just a little while. Packers do that
Look at Jordan
phenomenally.
Love. Look
Put
at
him
Brett
behind
Favre.
Jalen
Look
Hurts
at
for a
Rodgers.
year. Yeah, and just let him learn, let him understand the game, the playbook, and then in a year let him go out there and do his thing.
then you have Brock Purdy, then you have Jaden Daniels,
Well,
and you have
Purdy
all
was
these kids
the-
who came out and
and
just
just torched.
Purdy
Yeah.
was the
Yeah.
last pick in the draft too. The
That's what I'm
very
saying.
last, Mr. Irrelevant.
Yeah,
like,
and
but you
almost
throw them
brought
into
him.
the fire, and it's like so
You
it's
almost-
the
that's
opposite
a
of
bad
what you're
press.
saying.
But,
Yeah,
then it hurts them in the long run. I really do think like the people that sit there for a few years just do so. It's short term versus long term rewards.
It's tough if you throw a guy in there, and are they gonna? And there's so much to do with it too. Like Purdy gets thrown in, but he has Ayuk, he has McCaffrey, he has Debo,
Best
he has
defense.
a really good defense. To where like I think, I mean you could be bad. I mean
Yeah.
not to say, if I'd get killed if I got thrown in there. But generally you just have to
Anybody
just
competent.
system quarterback.
Yeah.
Throw the ball, hand it to McCaffrey. But then you have Jaden, who doesn't have much, and he goes out rookie of the year, just going off, going dummy.
He's not doing much this year though, is he?
No, he's hurt too.
Oh,
He got
he's hurt.
hurt. But yeah, he wasn't playing super well. I mean, he's doing all right. But yeah, I don't know. I think he will get drafted if he declares. Also,
Stay in
props
one
to
more
him
year.
for staying at Texas.
Yeah.
Because with the NIL, he could go anywhere for quite literal millions of dollars. Stayed at Texas.
Dude, NIL is insane. But I mean, Texas has the most money. But
Yeah. Oh no, he's getting.
yeah.
And
He's
look at
getting care of.
Look at like Matthew Stafford, right? He's like a vet now, but when he first
Yeah,
came up, he wasn't behind anybody, was he? He came
He wasn't
straight in.
behind anybody. He had Calvin Johnson at first. People
Yeah,
forget that.
but
What happened? Like people
Great
just forget
example.
about
If
him.
you put Arch behind Stafford for a year as his career is winding down, I think that's just a great move.
Stafford's the best vet out there for that.
I'm a huge Stafford guy. He's still doing it, still doing the thing.
And a great guy too. Like
Yeah.
Lone, like not like a Rodgers or someone who's just like, I'm here
Yep.
and I'm here.
Yeah, stuck in Detroit forever. Went to LA, won. You put Arch behind him. You learn as his career ends. You plug him in. He's got weapons.
Yeah.
He's got Puka. He's got Tutu. He's got Kyron. Just don't throw him into the fire. But we'll see. It's also very early. Maybe he comes alive and Texas goes on a run. I don't know. It's college football this year it's a lot up and
I love
up in the
college
air.
football.
Oh, dude, it's the
It's
best.
gotten wild, dude. The story you told me the other day, I think we were on a podcast. You said there's a guy out there in college, and I remember when no one was paid for college. This is just a recent thing. He turned down $30 million for a $3 million NFL contract.
Not the NFL, the NBA. Cooper Flag, the #1 draft pick in the NBA, it was getting paid like $30 million at Duke.
Yeah.
He's getting like $3 million.
Which is
I mean, endorsements are going to make up for it, but like,
it goes to show it's wild.
It's insane.
I would fucking stay in college.
yeah,
Have fun. Don't have now. Yes, if he goes off and he plays another year in college, the whole thing is if he gets injured, then you might never make it to the league.
That's the tough part.
But like
That's like you saying, would you stay in like an acting movie to go to Sundance as opposed to like being cast in like the next Iron Man or something? You know what I mean? Just
that's great. Yeah,
It's a good
very
comparison.
true. I'll tell you what, if they're paying me 30 mil,
Yeah.
I'd probably take the 30 mil.
No, they're paying you 3 because they paid him 3 to go to the NFL instead of 30 in
So
college.
3 to the big one, 30 to Sundance kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you would take.
I'd probably take Iron Man for
You'd-
3. I don't know.
as opposed to 30 million for a Sundance movie, which would never happen in a million years. But
It's also
that's
tough
the
because
equivalent.
It's a very similar equivalent.
And 3 mil would feel so great right now
Yeah.
to either of us. But
I
like,
know. But then if you stay and do the Sundance film for the 30 mil and it bombs, then you probably never get the Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
To where if you take the Iron Man for the pay cut, you could be God for like 10 years.
So wait, do you change your answer to the kid then? That
Fuck, I'd probably take the Iron Man. Who doesn't want to be Iron Man?
Yeah, who doesn't want to?
Fucking Iron Man.
so now you want the kid to go? Okay, he did the right thing then. He
No,
took
yeah.
a $27 million pay cut.
He made the
Yeah.
right call. Just because of the amount of he'll make 100 million in endorsements this year.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah,
He'll get a
and if
Nike
he goes
contract.
on to play well, which I think he will in Dallas, again, it seems like the right decision. And then also, I mean, same thing with like either Iron Man or you get drafted, you're gonna get. And he's probably making. I mean, bro,
he's making more than 30.
He probably
when you
signed
add
a
in
Nike
endorse.
check for like.
He's the number 1 draft pick. That's the
Yeah,
automatic thing. Kind
exactly.
of whoever
But
you want.
Yeah, and I do like the idea too, like Arch, like stay in college, like have your fun, like do your thing, be that guy in college for a little bit longer to where you're never going to go back to college again. You'll be in the NFL or the NBA for the rest of your life.
Enjoy
I think
yourself.
college was hell of a 4 years for me.
You think he's just being pushed though because of his name? Like he's almost kind of maybe
Archie?
a nepo baby, right? Archie, yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah, he would be the definition of a
100%.
nepo baby.
Yeah.
so that's why they're all wanting to push him and get him in the right direction though, right?
Yeah.
Because there's
And it's
a
just
lot
the-
of players that I didn't realize that are sons of
So many.
Oh yeah.
that are in the league. And so I watched them back in the day
Yeah.
when their dads were playing.
Yeah.
Prime time.
And now I'm seeing their kids playing, like McCaffrey for sure.
Oh
And
yeah, his dad played in the
Yeah.
league, didn't he?
I think he's on the
forgot
Dolphins. Yeah.
Yeah, so I know there's a lot of them. I can't think of them right now, but so yeah. So I mean, I think that's what they're doing is pushing him, and he's the next big thing.
Yeah.
Is Winslow Jr. still in the league? Kevin Winslow Jr.
Yeah, I think he is.
That's not his dad was one of the best tight ends in the league.
Yeah.
ever.
I don't know
No,
that one.
a lot of there's a lot of sons coming around, which it's fucking even in basketball, like Carmelo's son. You obviously have Bronny.
Bronny's a bad example.
Yeah, it's tough.
Good old Bronny.
Yeah, but
love you, Bronny.
I mean, there's big shoes to fill. Like the poor kid. I mean, you don't want to
Doesn't
say
get bigger.
poor kid, but like it's like Jesus, man. Like let the kid, make his own legacy.
Jordan's kids don't play basketball, do they? Michael Jordan's
No,
kids.
they do blow.
I
mean, that's kind of a fucked
his
shot.
teammate's ex-wife, is it?
Yeah, it's that's a whole different. Yeah, he's.
It's a wild family.
Yeah, and like the thing is too, like, everyone.
Allegedly, by the way.
Yeah, you get pinned for that, and it's like, well, dude, everyone in the college. I mean, dude, at ASU, blow is like beer. I've never done cocaine once. I
There you
swear to
go.
God. But like, you do that, it's normal. But if you're Michael Jordan's son, you do blow. It's a headline.
Yeah, no.
But again, you kind of signed up for that, or maybe he didn't because he was just born into it. But
Accept it.
Yeah, big. I mean, fucking
Deal with it, sorry.
Yeah, he also goes home to $1 bajillion.
Exactly.
So there's pros and cons.
I mean, this isn't sports related, but 50 Cent's son. Do you remember that shit with he was
No.
for years he bitched that 50 Cent gave him like 10 grand a month or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And it was just because the mom like turned him against him. Like,
Yeah,
like that
dude.
story. Like, it's crazy.
Exactly. It just is what it is.
What other big stories we got in sports?
I'll say this: if the Ravens are watching,
Yeah. What do you have to say to them?
it's time to get a new coach. Harbaugh, I love you. I do. And it's time to get a new defensive coordinator. And for the love of God, just run an RPO every play. Okay? If you have Henry in the background and Lamar, the way he runs the ball, he can pass it, give it to Henry, run himself, just run an RPO every play of the game. We shouldn't be able to get stopped. And have Ray Lewis come in. and coordinate the defense. I don't give a fuck. But there's no way we should have this much talent, and be 1-3.
He'll teach you how to unalive people and still be good.
Listen,
Ray Lewis knows what he's
proven
doing.
innocent.
Proven
Fuck it.
innocent.
Get Ray out there.
Exactly.
Not happy as a Ravens fan right now. Not happy. But
It's a rough one.
yeah,
It's been a rough
We're
season
gonna have to
so
win
far.
out pretty
Yeah.
much. But Eagles are doing great. At least you got that.
Let's talk about that really fast before we get out of here. What do you think about Jalen Hurts? I'm not a big fan. I think he's overrated at this point as well as overpaid.
Dude, it's so funny because you realize the only people that hate Jalen Hurts are Eagles fans.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's classic Eagles fans.
At the end of the
Did it to
day,
Andy Reid too after his son died.
yeah. At the end of the day, you won the Super Bowl last year, and you're 4-0. You cannot complain. You
He had
cannot.
-8 yards in the second half.
You're 4-0. Lamar, he probably rushed for 100 yards, but we're 1-3. It's like fuck it. You guys will be fine. The same thing. You'll start throwing to AJ.
for Lamar.
No, give me Lamar.
Okay.
He's my daddy.
Okay,
Lamar's
I'll
my
try that.
god. But no, I think Jalen Hurts. He's also a good dude. He's like, he's not cocky.
No.
he's not fucking all over the place with the media. He's got a level head.
Very
You
Tom
can tell he's
Brady-esque.
just a dog.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, if he personally plays well or doesn't play well, if you win, like NFL, if you just win,
He's a great
cures
game
everything.
manager. He's an amazing game manager.
And
I'll
that's
say that.
sometimes all you need. Lamar
If you
tries
trade,
to do
if you
extra.
trade for Lamar for Hurts, though, you have to trade the record too.
I'd still do that. I would take the 1-3 record for Lamar to win out the
Ooh,
the Eagles
wow.
are going with Lamar. They're going undefeated.
I think you put Lamar on the Eagles. Yeah, they'll do some
I'll
damage.
take the 1-3 record.
Because Lamar, he would then have a defense a little bit better of a, I don't know.
O-line running game.
Yeah, that's what I was
Derrick
gonna
Henry,
say.
But Saquon is Saquon.
Yeah, and Lamar with the good O-line. Lamar got sacked like fucking. It's turned into the Bengals, man. And we don't put any pressure. And Mbuke's out for the season. Marlowe's out for the season. It's not looking good for the Ravens right now.
It's gonna be a long season.
Yeah, and we're just like, I don't want to say wasting years, but like Lamar's not going to be that fast forever, man.
He can't be this mobile forever.
Sucks.
Let alone fast.
Makes me sad. But hang in there. We got Cooper Rush as a backup. Yeah, we're fucked. Hopefully you guys can go on and win it again.
Hey, you know what?
Ravens, the door's closed.
I support you guys.
Thank you.
You know, you're an AFC team.
I would have loved Ravens, Eagles, Super Bowl.
That would have been great.
Would have fucking, but of course
Bird
we
Bowl.
can't beat the
The Bird
Bills.
Bowl.
Mark Andrews drops the fucking.
Honestly, we need a Bird Bowl. We had a Brother Bowl. Now we need a Bird Bowl.
I know. Maybe. If we could turn it around, we will. We come alive the second half of the season.
And then you drop off in the playoffs.
Yeah, just the Bills. Or the thing with the Ravens is the whole season is going to come down to a 4th and 3 in Arrowhead or in Buffalo.
Yeah.
And can we convert or can we not convert? Can Mark Andrews catch the pass or can he not?
That was such a crazy.
Oh, dude.
The one didn't he not drop a pass before that all year?
It literally, like, I have never been more hurt. And then we blow like the lead. We're up 41-25, first game of the season. I can't even fucking talk about it. We played such a phenomenal. How do you score 40 points and lose?
That's insane.
You're
That's
the Ravens.
insane.
That's how.
That's insane.
I've
bro.
been just anxiety as a Ravens fan is through the roof.
I saw you sipping on your first form drink.
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
What do you think
Listen,
about it?
I used to have a lot of energy drinks in sales. That's just what you do.
You live off of it.
Bang, sucks. C4, This right here, whatever this is, Orange Fury, this is delicious, okay?
No jitters.
No jitters. I'm alive. I just feel it. I feel locked in. We did, an hour and a half pod. Chugged this thing. I'm golden. So if you see this, grab one. Just try it.
It's
Just
like
give it a
orange
shot.
soda too, right? It's
Literally.
like-
Literally delicious.
It's like Fanta.
And it's crazy because we have blue raspberry and orange, and we all picked orange. And it's like, I think blue raspberry is the more popular one, but this orange is really good.
I'm
No,
a big blue raspberry guy, but this is just holy shit.
Give
It's
me
good.
give me the Orange Fury.
Furry? The orange furry?
Jesus. Sorry,
That's
fantasy.
something else,
No,
bro. That's something else.
No, this rocks, seriously. And there's so much. Celsius sucks now. There's enough like cyanide in the Celsius to like. There's some crazy shit with that. Not to fucking shit on other brands, but
But
no,
for
give
real.
this a shot. I was locked in for an hour and a half, about to go do an audition, and it tastes like candy.
Super clean. Y'all like it. Click that link in the bio.
Yes, sir.
You know where it is.
And subscribe.
Bro, where can they find... I'm going to do that too. Where can they find you?
Just Mike Cerroni, Cerronii. My real last name only has one I, but some
You don't
asshole
say.
dude, some guy with just Cerroni has had that username for fucking. If you're watching,
It's not
Cerroni.
the fighter. Is it the fighter?
No, that's with an E. That's
Okay.
Cowboy Cerroni. He can have that. He's
okay.
earned that. But yeah, TikTok, Mike Cerroni, Instagram, Mike Cerroni. Yeah, check me out. I think I'll make you laugh a little bit.
I think so.
Follow if you want, and hopefully I entertain you.
Bro.
And shout out you boys. For real.
No.
You too, brother.
Thank you, brother, for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Guys, like, comment, subscribe. Make sure to come back next week. We're going to keep this going. You know how it is. Make sure to click the link in bio. Get you some First Form shit. Subscribe. All that good stuff. We'll see you later.
First form to the moon.
First Form to the moon.